It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddy S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddy S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddy S.
And welcome. Where are we?
We are at the Cornell Museum in Old School Square in Delray Beach with an exciting event coming to you this weekend. Beatles on the Beach right here in downtown Delray.
That would be that man there, and this is the guy. I met this guy.
You met Paul McCartney?
I did. Him and his wife. Long time ago.
Oh my gosh, what an exciting opportunity. We get to meet Stickman, the artist who is presenting an incredible piece to Cheap Trick. We've got the manager for Ringo, Starr. We've got pieces from John Lennon and Paul McCartney. We've got pieces from Ringo that we're going to spotlight Stickman, and we're going to talk to the operations coordinator manager who oversees all of this beautiful gallery, Marusca Gatto, joining us. What an exciting event for us.
And I gotta tell you something, the upstairs is as exciting as the first floor. You gotta go up there. They got a freezer room up there. It's unbelievable. Baxter went in and he ran out. He got cold.
This whole gallery is so spectacular to have it right here in our community, and it's going to be a beautiful weekend everywhere, so you have to come on down. It's all this weekend. There's music, there's art, there's food. All of downtown Delray is open to the public with discounts and fun and a whole lot of excitement coming your way.
And friends of mine said that we're going to be down here 11 o'clock. Come on down. There's 2 doors here.
Open to 12.
It's open. Just come on down and hang out and meet the artists. Just have fun. I mean, this is an amazing situation.
You have to come check this out. More to come on the other side of this break, and we'll be right back.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? Amp Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties. Open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
Max Health Chiropractic, located in the heart of Wellington, Florida, is the area's premier chiropractic office. Dr. Max Cohen and our highly skilled team want to be your natural health care provider. Everyone should be able to move, work, and play at their best, regardless of age. We offer a wide range of advanced chiropractic techniques and therapies to eliminate pain, enhance performance, and improve mobility and function. Set your appointment with Max Health Chiropractic today.
Stephanie Jaffe is a world-renowned artist who creates one-of-a-kind pieces. Using a keen sense of color and composition, her vibrant collages and mosaics integrate eclectic elements such as vintage keepsakes and fine china with blown glass and fired clay to create whimsical arrangements. For more information about her work, come down to the Brooklyn Cafe TV studio or go to StephanieJaffeArt.com.
South Florida's Good Time Oldies. Now, Boca and Delray Beach have their own oldie station. Catch us on 95.3 FM. It's the greatest rock and roll hits of the 60s and 70s. On on South Florida's Good Time Oldies, 95.3 FM.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
And ring ding ding, we're back.
I love it without
Ring
your
ding
bell.
ding. Yeah, I'm missing like that.
I'm really excited that we're here with a longtime friend of the cafes. We've known Marusca Gatto for a long time. She's cultural arts director of this beautiful museum, the Cornell Museum in downtown Delray. So many questions. So Marusca, thank you for having us, for hosting this amazing event.
Thank you for coming to visit me here. I'm used to coming to your studio.
I know, right? For so many
this is
years.
wonderful to have the cafe in the house.
What was it like? I can only imagine you get a phone call and you say, we've got this incredible curated collection. Can you host this?
It was just an unbelievable opportunity. And this was from Daniel, who is Beatles on the Beach, and then worked with Allison and Neal for the Beatles art, Allison for the Stickman art. And it was just such an incredible thing to have original art like this at this level in the museum. It was just a gift. And couldn't wait to clear the walls and hang it.
You have to come check this out. We're going to show you a lot of B-roll on this as well during today's interviews. Give us some background on this incredible space.
Well, the museum it's the original school for Delray Beach from 1913 and was converted into a museum in the late 80s. And it became the Cornell Art and Culture Museum and then turned into a contemporary art museum in 2014. We had a major renovation in 2017 that really solidified the background for contemporary art. So we're really fortunate that the forefathers sought to save this space, and it's gorgeous, original hardwood floors, everything's original. We're really happy to be here and be the stewards for this space.
Well, while we're standing here, fill us in on this piece.
Well, this piece is an original from Stickman, and he probably will give you more information, but we're really fortunate to have 4 of his originals in here. We're doing a VIP reception tonight, and the work will be here for an entire week. So
oh my gosh,
we're
what
excited
a gift.
about that.
Incredible. What else do you have going on in the museum this weekend?
We have Art Immersive upstairs. We have 2 rooms that are completely immersive art where a person can completely be part of the art. We have a projection room that's a winter scene. We have work from Burning Man upstairs, from Claudia LaBianca. We have Season of Red, which is an LGBT group out of Broward County. Arts United, we have that in 2 galleries. And then we have Painting in Paradise, which is a group of plein air artists that painted at Paradise Palms and Sculpture Garden right here in Delray. So we have a lot happening. Please come visit, and it's always free, which is great.
It's free. Donations are, of course, accepted. There's local artists here. You can purchase items in the gift shop, and it's a beautiful day. You can have lunch on the avenue, a cup of coffee, walk around, come back, and enjoy some fun with Beatles on the Beach.
Yeah, we're open late tonight, open late tomorrow night for Beatles on the Beach, but we're here 5 days a week and definitely welcome everyone.
Is this like a bucket list opportunity for you?
This is an incredible opportunity. When are you ever able to show original art of this caliber and to have Beatles art in here in Beatles-centric art is just a dream.
You know, Marusca Gatto, working with Allison Zucker-Perelman of Relevant Communications has always been such a gift for all of us for so many years, and through Delray and Boca in our South Florida community, always fortunate they reach out to us to help bring it forward.
And we have Neal Glaser, who's
we're going to talk to Neal. I'm excited. We're going to talk to Stickman, and we're going to spotlight some of the other art. Yeah. I can't even believe that we have the opportunity to be here.
I still want to go upstairs to that playground upstairs, the Burning Man piece. You told me something moves.
It does. The whole heart in the middle.
Well, me and Baxter, we didn't want to touch it because we were afraid we may break it.
We'll take you up
after. Can I tell you about it a little bit?
We're going to go up there. You're going to tell us all about it.
Awesome. All right, more to come.
I'm ready.
We'll be right back.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or
786-326-8873.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? Or what if it happened here? With MedGuard Alert, you're never alone. You can connect with medical professionals anywhere, anytime. And now MedGuard is introducing our exclusive new Care Watch. If you need help quickly, use it from anywhere to contact medical professionals. No cell phone required. The Care Watch is not only a life-saving medical alert device, it's a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks your blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And here's the best part. If you have Medicaid, you may qualify to get your Care Watch for free. The Care Watch is only available through MedGuard Alert. Call us right now. We have monitoring programs starting as low as $1 a day. The call is free, activation is free, shipping is free, and no contract is required. Remember, with Medicaid, you may qualify to get your Care Watch for free. Don't wait. Call us to get your Care Watch right now. Operators are standing by.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
Ding, ding, and we are back.
You ready for this? This is so exciting to me. I can't even believe. I feel like I'm in the midst of royalty and greatness here. We're with Trevor Stickel here. He is an artist who has created incredible pieces, and the piece behind him, we're going to let him explain it, but it's going to be signed by Cheap Trick, presented to Cheap Trick this weekend, tonight I believe, and then auctioned off, and all proceeds of this incredible art is going to come right back here to the Cornell Museum of Art. So welcome, Stickman.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Give us some information on, there's so many pieces. We're going to show this on some background artwork, but the piece right here behind you is your featured piece for this weekend.
Yeah, so this piece, there's a little bit of serendipity to it. Years ago, I had embarked on a sub-series of pieces where I started focusing on famous instruments rather than just famous musicians, which I do a lot of, obviously. There's also some instruments that almost transcend, that almost a personality of their own. And I started that with Van Halen's Frankenstrat. And from there, I started thinking of all these famous guitars and drum sets, and I started to embark on that. And while I was doing that, this guitar from Cheap Trick, Rick Nielsen's Five Neck, was on my radar. And you know, as we went on and started doing some tours and stuff like that, obviously things got put on the back burner a little bit. And so when this opportunity arose, and I was contacted. And they said, "Hey, would you mind think about doing something for Cheap Trick?" The words the sentence didn't even finish before I said, "I got it." Like it had already been in the background or in the, for a couple of years. So it was so easy. It was such a slam dunk that I was able to finally do the piece that I wanted to do years ago. In hindsight, painting 2,000 squares 3 times over was a little arduous, and I was seeing squares in my sleep. But
this is 5 neck. This is a real instrument.
Yeah, he'll be playing this tonight. He's famous for it. It's almost like a calling card for the band. You'll see it. For those who are coming tonight, we'll definitely see Rick Nielsen play this guitar.
That's amazing.
How long did this take you?
Oh, geez, I don't even know.
A couple of years?
No. I usually can finish a piece in about a month. Hour-wise, I don't really monitor it, so I couldn't tell. But
you did all these squares in a month?
Yeah, and it's all by hand, and I use do some different layers of transparencies paint, so I had to do them over and over again. So it was pretty arduous. I'm sure I'll get triggered when I see the guitar tonight. My nightmares.
Can you imagine, Josh, for all of those that play guitar, 5 necks?
Wow, you got to look at the texture, and we're up close and looking at it, and I'm in awe. I mean, to have done this in 30 days is amazing.
But there's so many other pieces, and how you take art and the pop culture, and we have a Beatles piece over here as well. What is your inspiration when you take it and you change it? You take the pop culture, the art, and everything behind it.
Yeah, so there's a lot of artists that do realism, and my background is definitely in realism, but music is my muse. I really enjoy the music part of it, but there's a part of me that also loved all these other aspects of art. I liked expressionism, impressionism. I liked a lot of street art. I like pop art. So I decided, a few years ago that I was going to try and do a combination of realism and juxtapose that with some pop art and some street art type stuff. So that's kind of like a high level view of how I approach something, rather than just painting Jimi Hendrix, as you see him there. Get some of that pop art elements around in the background and stuff like that to try and. It kind of differentiates me a little bit, but also gives it a vibe that I feel that. So, yeah, that's kind of how I approach it on a high level.
And we've got some other pieces. The piece we did with Marusca as well. Can you give us some background on that?
Which one are you referring to?
Plant.
The Robert Plant. Yeah. So, also a couple of years ago, I started doing a series of statue type pieces. I've been lucky enough to travel a little bit, and so. When in Europe and been in the Louvre and stuff, I was really struck by sculpture, and it was very cool. But this late in life, I didn't want to start taking up sculpture. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to bother with that. But I did, start thinking of painting them. I started thinking of like who would be, 200 years from now, 300 years from now, some of our icons that would be like. And I started thinking of the rock stars and the rock god kind of played into it a little bit as well. So I've done a few of those. We've done David Bowie, we've done Robert Plant, we've done, one that was really based on the Sunset Strip, and I have another one that's coming out next month, which is another under the sub-series of the statues type of stuff. So, obviously Led Zeppelin is probably one of the greatest rock bands of all time. So I always like to revisit them, and being able to do Robert Plant and the famous story that I won't really get into here is we basically Sunset Marquee, screamed out, "I'm a golden god." It kind of lent itself to painting a golden statue. So it kind of fit like Tetris pieces, So.
I love the piece also over your right shoulder.
John Lennon.
Oh man, I got to tell you, that caught my eye when I walked in the room.
Yeah, it's it was earlier in the year. This was done this year, and it's funny because obviously they're from Liverpool, but I really wanted to do a New York centric piece, and Bob Gruen did a series of photographs in the 70s of the New York years of John Lennon. I was always drawn to it because I like gritty tones. Although some of them seem kind of bright, it's not my color palette. It's usually a little bit grittier, and I really liked the way John Lennon in the New York years was kind of dressing down olive drabs. It really fit kind of that rock more than the pop part of it, what you might have saw in the Sgt. Pepper era. So it kind of fit the vibe of painting that I like to do. So, I was lucky enough to get some permissions on that one, and was able to develop that one?
I got to work across the street from where he lived, and we were there the week of that tragedy happened. But I got to tell you, my brother, may he rest in peace, he would be sitting here, take out a tent, and he would be just parked looking at this work of art that's behind us. It's amazing.
I have to ask, what artist inspired you? Because then I'm going to ask you how you inspire the younger artists.
So for me, it's a few. So I really like Basquiat. I really like some of the street art, right? But one of the ones that you'll probably see a lot in some of my pop art style, you can see it in some of the Sunburst stuff. So I'm a big fan of Shepard Fairey. And, I don't even try to apologize for, stealing some Shepard Fairey stuff. I'm like, yeah, I really enjoy that pop art stuff that he does. And then on the realism side, Sebastian Kruger's always, I've been a fan of his forever. Stephen Holland, another guy. So, because I do a little bit of everything, I have my realism kind of idols, and then I have some of my pop art, street art guys, right? And even on the, whimsical side, the Banksy stuff, it definitely inspires me on some of my backgrounds and how I approach stuff. So it kind of runs the gamut, but yeah.
And what would you tell a young, inspiring artist who says, can I make it as an artist in this world?
Should I even try?
Should I try, right?
Well, that's a tough one. If you have to ask yourself if it's worth it, then you're probably not cut out for it.
That's right.
You have to be willing to go into it and love it enough that the monetary side of it means nothing. I mean, that's the only way to approach it. I've always said, this isn't my saying, but if you take care of the art will take care of you.
Absolutely.
You have to come check out all of this art, the exhibit. They'll be able to meet you. You're here for meet and greet today and tomorrow?
Yeah, today and tomorrow. I'm here from 5 to 8, but I think I'll be around town everywhere. I was walking around yesterday. There's a lot of bars and live music, so you could probably see me anywhere in town this weekend. But yeah, we'll definitely be here from 5 to 8, and then tomorrow as well. So yeah, happy to meet anybody that comes by and talk some art, talk some music, and hang out.
Come on by. What a great opportunity. Thank you so much for speaking with us and sharing your art with the community and right here in Delray Beach. More to come. Stickman is here. I believe the art's here for a week, Marusca?
Yes.
All right. If you can't make it this weekend, it's here for the week. More to come, and we will be right back.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? Ant Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties, open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
Max Health Chiropractic, located in the heart of Wellington, Florida, is the area's premier chiropractic office. Dr. Max Cohen and our highly skilled team want to be your natural health care provider. Everyone should be able to move, work, and play at their best, regardless of age. We offer a wide range of advanced chiropractic techniques and therapies to eliminate pain, enhance performance, and improve mobility and function. Set your appointment with Max Health Chiropractic today.
Stephanie Jaffe is a world-renowned artist who creates one-of-a-kind pieces. Using a keen sense of color and composition, her vibrant collages and mosaics integrate eclectic elements such as vintage keepsakes and fine china with blown glass and fired clay to create whimsical arrangements. For more information about her work, come down to the Brooklyn Cafe TV studio or go to stephaniejaffeart.com.
South Florida's Good Time Oldies. Boca and Delray Beach have their own oldie station. Catch us on 95.3 FM. It's the greatest rock and roll hits of the 60s and 70s. On South Florida's Good Time Oldies, 95.3 FM.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
And we're back. You gotta love what you do for a living. Love what you do for a living. So, I don't have my bell, so you have to make believe I rang the bell.
I believe you rang the bell. We're here with Neal Glaser. He's the art publicist for Ringo Starr, Art Celebs. He's got an incredible collection and some great pieces that are
well
here.
known.
Well known. He's so humble, but yet.
Super duperness.
Thanks to Allison, we got Neal joining us.
Very super duper.
Super superness.
Neal, thank you so much for sharing these pieces with us. You want to give us some background on?
Sure.
Oh my gosh!
Well,
like you're within greatness all the time. What is that like?
Well, growing up a Beatle fan, you knew the music, and I love the Beatles. But unbeknownst to many people, all of those guys were artists too, visual artists. John Lennon had gone to art school. Paul did figures and painted when he was a kid. Ringo dabbled in art, so it's a side of them that you really don't get to see, and that intrigued me.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They went to school.
Yeah, well, John Lennon went to art school, and John wanted to be a visual artist. If the music didn't work out, that was his goal.
The amazing thing when you're creative in one art space, it kind of can take over all of the art spaces, right? You've got visual, music, it's all within how you're thinking.
Absolutely, yeah.
And he captured it. I mean, you got to come down to see this. I mean, words cannot describe what he's captured here. Why don't you give us a little run through as some of the...
Well, the interesting thing, and before I tell you about Ringo, is they all four are different artists. Okay. John was really an illustrator. He loved to take the pen and ink and just go on a paper and do figures and illustrations. Paul is an abstract expressionist. He likes to take a lot of paint, and you kind of look at the art and say, what is it? What's he doing? And Ringo's just a pop artist, a lot of fun, and doesn't take himself seriously. It's sort of perfect Ringo, and you can see in some of these.
They're also incredible. You've got such a vast collection on both walls here in the foyer when you come into the gallery. We have to talk a little bit about you. You are well known in this industry.
Oh boy.
And,
Here it comes.
and we're talking about, I'm not
Not
going to get
really.
into all of it, but Allison's laughing. Talking about all the things that I was talking to Allison how she got into her business, and you fill a niche. You filled a niche in this space.
Yeah, I didn't intend to do this. I was fortunate enough to meet some artists and love what they did, and then got involved in selling their art. And then I hooked up with a guy named Al Hirschfeld, which many people might know. He was an illustrator in New York. He did the New York Times every Sunday for 73 consecutive years. Mm-hmm. And he was a friend of mine. And when you befriend somebody that legendary, it makes this much easier.
Who you know, right?
Yeah.
And then the pieces that you get to collect. Do you have a favorite or a favorite genre?
Are we talking in this museum?
In this museum.
Well, I'm partial to Ringo. Ringo's a friend of mine. I love him. He's really talented. And so I don't want to give it away, but I like them all. The one up here, if you can see that, I don't know if they can. Yeah, that one. Those are wood pieces that he had his assistant cut out. They're life size, and they're full body, and he painted them. And we just took the tops of the heads of the four pieces. This is Ringo, Sgt. Pepper era. This is when he lived in England at Tittenhurst Park. This is Caveman era when he met his wife, Barbara Bach, in 1981. And this is the height of Beatlemania in 1965. So we put them together. Ringo signs it. It's a limited edition. And come to the museum, please.
Are these pieces for sale? I should even ask. Everything here is for sale?
Yes. And yeah.
Everything's for sale.
Yeah, and the reality is they're about half price for what they normally are because we want to support the Cornell Museum, Art Museum here. I am half local here, so it means a lot to me to be participating in this, and you should come down and take a look.
Wow, that takes it to a whole nother level. You can see it, enjoy it, and then purchase it proceeds to benefit the Cornell Art Museum and then have a piece of history with you.
Right, absolutely. And we brought in one McCartney piece, we brought in a Lennon piece, just to give you a little smattering of what they do.
What a gift.
It's all history. It all has a history, absolutely.
Yeah.
And before we go, one question. You get the phone call from Ringo, and you're like,
the phone call from
Ringo.
Yeah. That's a funny call. Well, I had met him, and I asked him about his artwork, and he said no. And I had met him a second, he said no. And then one day, my phone rings, and I say hello, and he goes, hello, Neal. And I say, who is this? And he cursed at me. He goes, this is effing Ringo. And I went like, oh, well, the voice starts to compute in your head. And it's like, oh, sorry, I didn't expect you to call me. Well, you've been asking about my art, I call you. And then we talk nice,
And the rest is history.
And the rest is yes.
It seems like the theme of today.
Yeah. And I just want you to know, people ask me what he's like. I mean, he's just amazing. He's a regular guy, as much as a Beatle can be a regular guy. He's incredibly kind. I mean, there's no airs about him. And what you see is what you get. He really lives the life of peace and love.
How about Paul?
Paul, I know a little bit. They're all great. These guys, I don't know what it is with these guys. They just were so grounded. I think coming from Liverpool, they're down to earth. Paul treated me great. I've been with him a few times. Couldn't be any nicer. I just don't know him as well as I know Ringo.
What I've learned today, everyone has been so nice and so welcoming for us to be here, from Allison and Marusca, Neal, and Stickman to welcome us. I know Daniel Hartwell, we've interviewed, oh my gosh, many times back in the day, who was putting this whole event together, and it is an event, it is a production brought to you by the DVA and Delray Beach, cultural arts, everything is right here in our backyard.
That's right, so come and take advantage of it, come on down, make a bid, and for all of you connoisseurs, you know who you are. My phone is already, no, there's a few people that already are texting me about, is the art for work?
For sale? I know, that's a huge
And I didn't know that part, I didn't want to say it, but it's all for sale, so yes. Come on down, check it out, and buy some of the stuff here. This is beautiful.
I think it'll be up here after this weekend, too.
Yes.
It will be, yes. And Fred's here. Got to come see
No,
Fred.
Where's Allison?
And Dawn.
We just locked our photographer out.
What was some of those words? The greatest? Allison, you ain't hiding, so get ready, because we'll bring you up here as well.
That's what we need.
You can't tell
Allison.
him to do it, and you don't do it.
Yeah, you really.
She says no, she's done. But thank you, Allison, for putting this all together and having us. Neal, thank you. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Really nice to meet you.
And Marusca, more to come on the other side of this break. We'll see you in a little bit.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? Or what if it happened here? With MedGuard Alert, you're never alone. You can connect with medical professionals anywhere, anytime. And now MedGuard is introducing our exclusive new Care Watch. If you need help quickly, use it from anywhere to contact medical professionals. No cell phone required. The Care Watch is not only a life-saving medical alert device, it's a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks your blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, saturation, and much more. And here's the best part. If you have Medicaid, you may qualify to get your Care Watch for free. The Care Watch is only available through MedGuard Alert. Call us right now. We have monitoring programs starting as low as $1 a day. The call is free, activation is free, shipping is free, and no contract is required. Remember, with Medicaid, you may qualify to get your Care Watch for free. Don't wait. Call us to get your Care Watch right now. Operators are standing by.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
And we're back. We have a part two.
We're back.
What are you laughing at? First of all, I'm hearing the music out there. The concert's going to be unbelievable.
Everyone's a little distracted because the music is so good, but we wanted to bring in Stickman back to talk about how this is a calculated stop on their North American tour. So we wanted to talk about some pieces and where you've been and what's been happening.
Yeah, so I've been incredibly fortunate this year to go do a North American tour. We've done a couple Florida stops, Key West, Tampa. We're on the other coast, San Diego, Toronto, Edmonton, some Canadian cities. I'm probably missing a few in there. And then, going on this year, we also have LA, Denver, Houston, New York. We got a bunch, and more being added as we go. Every day new opportunities arise, and that's kind of how this fell into place. It definitely fit what we, my demographic and what we do. So when this kind of came across the table, it was a slam dunk. It's classic rock. It's Beatles. It's what I do. It's at a place that I could wear a T-shirt in January, which is a plus, right?
Better than Toronto, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's next on your stop?
From here, I think we have something coming up in Austin, and I think we have something coming up in Jacksonville. Actually,
what are places to go? Art festivals as well. Music festivals. Music festivals. Wow.
As you can tell,
you have a good publicist.
Yeah, I surround myself with people way smarter than me, and I stand on the X when she tells me to.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, I worry about this. She worries about everything else. So that's definitely you have to surround yourself with the right people.
All these pieces go with you?
Yeah, so we have a lot more than you're going to see here this weekend. We have an extensive collection, so we'll try to curate based on different things, locations, kind of vibe, so that this opportunity. Obviously, I did heavy Beatles, where other areas you might focus on something a little bit that kind of fits that vibe a little bit more. But we take it case by case, and we look, and we also bring in the gallery owners to also on what they think their clientele would like. So that's how we approach it.
It's one step along the way on this tour of greatness. More to come. Thank you so much again.
Yeah.
The pieces are incredible. Which four are the originals?
We have this original here, but that's not the original. So the Cheap Trick's an original, the Elton John's original, and the Robert Plant that we talked about earlier is an original. And then, like I said, this one that's sitting in the back right now. But this is a reproduction of the original that's also here.
And everything is for sale. So come on down. To me, that is just a gift that keeps on giving, right? To enjoy it, to meet the artists, to meet the musicians, to meet everyone, and then take it home.
I know.
You always have it.
It's a bucket list.
And then proceeds go back to benefit our community and for education and the arts, right? It's everything we need to do right here in South Florida.
Yeah, and anything to give back, but also I would love to give back by coming back because this place is amazing.
It is.
Maybe we can get him into the studio one day too.
Oh, we should. It's right down the street.
Yeah.
You're definitely all in.
That's an easy sell.
Well, thank you for making a stop along the way here in Delray Beach. It has been a pleasure to meet you.
You as well. It's awesome.
More to come. We'll see you in a little bit.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? Ant Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
Les Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties, open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
Max Health Chiropractic, located in the heart of Wellington, Florida, is the area's premier chiropractic office. Dr. Max Cohen and our highly skilled team want to be your natural healthcare provider. Everyone should be able to move, work, and play at their best, regardless of age. We offer a wide range of advanced chiropractic techniques and therapies to eliminate pain, enhance performance, and improve mobility and function. Set your appointment with Max Health Chiropractic today.
Stephanie Jaffe is a world-renowned artist who creates one-of-a-kind pieces. Using a keen sense of color and composition, her vibrant collages and mosaics integrate eclectic elements such as vintage keepsakes and fine china with blown glass and fired clay to create whimsical arrangements. For more information about her work, come down to the Brooklyn Cafe TV studio or go to StephanieJaffeArt.com.
South Florida's Good Time Oldies. Now, Boca and Delray Beach have their own oldie station. Catch us on 95.3 FM. It's the greatest rock and roll hits of the 60s and 70s. On South Florida's Good Time Oldies, 95.3 FM.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
And we're back. We're back in studio. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You want to grab a mic? You want to tell us your experience or no?
Yours. You didn't have an experience? You got to shoot it. What a fun day that was.
That was unbelievable. Had a great time. Everything worked.
Beatlemania.
Worked to perfection. I got to
Beatles on
thank.
the beach.
Yeah, and we got to hear them practicing.
Such a great event, and it's beautiful outside.
And I'm gonna tell you the way they set that place up. I thought it was at the other location, but there was only one location. I was lost. I was just completely lost. But they did a nice job, and you saw the interview before. And the crew, I can't thank them enough.
They did a
What an
fantastic
unbelievable
job.
turnaround they did, and they put this whole thing together. We tried a new technology today, and it worked to perfection.
The crew was incredible. We had a crew with us. We had a crew here in studio. We had to do an opportunity to do interviews of a lifetime, to meet people that have been with greatness and everything that they've encountered. Stickman, what a nice guy. Neal, Glaser, incredible. Allison, Zucker-Perelman from Relevant Communications, always is a gift when she asks us to do some interviews. And Marusca Gatto, oh my gosh, to see her again after all these years, you think about the amount of relationships that we've had the pleasure of creating and growing by being here in our community.
We got to interview her when we were at the other studio.
Sure.
But I'm happy to announce that they have asked us if we want to do some film work there, maybe do a midday show with a networking piece there. Absolutely, or a morning show. We get the crew up early enough to do a morning show there.
That'd be fun.
But I got to tell you, everything we worked on today worked to perfection. Josh and Andrew put that whole thing together. We had a bunch of kids in there taking pictures and everything else. The B-roll, everything worked. What a place. What a second floor as well. None of that. I have never been there in my life. Josh, have you ever been there?
I always drive past it. I want to go to it, but I always saw that it was an art museum. It's just I've never been inside, though, for whatever reason.
Always free. Donations are always accepted, but it's free to get in. They spotlight community artists. One of the artists that won one of the awards was actually here on Florida Arts Network.
Yes.
Which is incredible. And then we had the pleasure of interviewing the Burning Man piece. Remember we brought her in?
Incredible. Me and Baxton were up there.
Right?
I mean,
Did you spin the heart?
I didn't know how to do that.
You just
I didn't want to
go,
break
shoo.
it. And, I was with Baxton. Look at his eyes.
You can touch the heart in the middle?
It's an immersive experience.
I was
You
so
spin it.
I was so scared. I was just walking through with my camera and the ropes and all that, just trying to weave in and out.
Isn't it cool?
It was pretty cool up there.
It's such a great piece. Hopefully we're going to get all of that
What
out to you
about
as
the
well.
refrigerator room, the cold ice room?
The immersive experience of winter in South Florida.
Oh, my God. I could have just slept there.
You know, I heard that's how the Dolphins prepared for Kansas City.
No, that's a very bad joke that you tried using.
Somebody told me that.
Well, they're wrong. It isn't that cold. It's cold, but it ain't
It's cold.
that
It never got that cold.
You know, I went and asked Josh, because Josh is a musician, and he's in the business of what we do.
Yeah.
What did you see from your eyes, your perspective? You got to take some B-roll on the outside when they were practicing as well. What did you feel?
It just felt they were bringing culture back to South Florida a little bit, which was kind of nice. I didn't know the art museum was free, so that's obviously giving art out to the community, letting anyone to come in and appreciate what's going on inside there. And the pieces that they have are absolutely beautiful. Seeing Stickman himself and all the art that he does is something that I would do. I mean, the Hendrix one that he actually painted, I was telling Andrew and Pooja that I did that. That was literally my piece, that I already traced that and sketched that out before. So seeing all that artwork there is just, it matched my vibe perfectly. So it was really cool.
And it's funny because we talked to the powers that be about FAU, about artists. She loves to put artists' works on display. Student art.
I mean, I got my Bowie piece ready at my house. I got my giraffe up there ready to go.
I almost sold that yesterday, by the way.
Huh?
I almost sold that. Someone wanted it for their daughter. She's going to come back in.
The giraffe?
Wimty, she's looking around. I'm like, everything here is for sale.
Oh, I saw that. But can you imagine? I mean, you wake up and you do a shoot, you come back, and then you imagine they call you to hang your art at a gallery. I mean, you got to pinch me. I would go there every day just to take pictures of any of the kids had their art distributed there. What a beautiful, beautiful place, I got to tell you.
And they spotlight so many great artists. There's so many exhibits that come and go through there. On Saturday, they've got the Green Market right out there, so you can experience the museum, you can experience the Green Market. This weekend is supposed to be a beautiful weekend, but the 70s and 80s down here to get outside. There's art festivals, and Delray Beach is so incredible, but there's Beatles on the Beach. You like
Beatles
Cheap
on
Trick?
the Beach. I did. I was hearing them practice. It was...
Beatles on the Beach.
Beatles on the Beach was
Cheap
practicing.
Trick is going to be there.
But they were playing some songs that weren't the Beatles when they were rehearsing.
I think they were just checking their sound
I
system.
think they were checking the sound system, and oh my God,
It
it's
sounds
going to be a rock
unbelievable.
concert out there.
It's so right up for you.
It was loud. You can feel it. I had to put my hand on the stage just to feel it. It was absolutely amazing out there.
Great space, great people, a whole lot of fun. And to our crew, an amazing job.
And we got some exciting news that we are going to be bringing to you as well. We're going to bring Kim into the studio. She's bringing some friends.
I was going to ask Kim to come with us today, and I was just, you know me, I was all in my head getting all my details, my I's dotted, my T's crossed. And
well, she has an event on the 8th.
so I want to talk to her. It's Chicago Earth, Wind, and Fire, I believe, some of the originals that are going to be there, which will be incredible down in the Dania Beach. I don't know if it's a playhouse or a amphitheater, but we're going to find out where that is. That's in a couple of weeks, by the way. It's in like 2 weeks.
Well, I'm going to tell you, the Beatles on the Beach, the only thing that's missing is a pay-for event with the stream, and you put the cameras all over the place. That place is easier to shoot than even FAU.
You know, we met Daniel Hartwell, who's the producer of this whole event, years and years ago, and he had a vision and an idea to bring this forward. And credit to everyone that's put this together, from the DDA to the Cultural Arts Festival and everyone else involved, to bring this incredible event and beautiful weather together.
They got lucky, too. It's a little warm, but it's going to cool off tonight. It should be a sold-out event.
Do you have a favorite Beatle? I can't even ask. It's not even fair.
Yeah, actually, Ringo Starr, when I grew up, was my favorite Beatle because he played the drums, and I always wanted to play the drums. I can't play the drums, but I always wanted to play the drums. And I thought he was phenomenal. And they tell me, according to musicians, that what he does is good. It isn't anything out the ordinary, or is it? Is it?
No, his style is definitely out of the ordinary because he was a lefty drummer playing on a righty kit. And then the way he does the hi-hats, he doesn't like just hit it 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll swing with his hits.
I think his drumsticks were for sale there on one of the art pieces.
I saw the 6. That's like the first thing I went to right away. I was just staring at it about 5 minutes, looking at the little individual piece of just trying to, like, I don't know.
It's a picture of Ringo and Paul McCartney and Ringo's drumsticks encased in glass.
Yep.
And it's for sale.
Everything there is for sale. Everything. Go out and bid and get some art, because you're never going to have this opportunity to get that. You know, after it leaves.
But it's there for the week, so head on out. Even once Beatles on the Beach is gone, the artwork will stay in the museum.
True. But once somebody else buys it, you can't go get it.
I know. I told Marusca, I think I want that piece. She's maybe, we'll figure it out. But I love the John Lennon illustration of Imagine in his handwriting. I think that's just really cool. And the price point on these things, there are originals and there are prints. So there's something affordable for everybody that's there. Plus, they've got a great artisan shop where local vendors create art and sell their wares there in the museum as well.
And what happens to the proceeds?
Proceeds go back to support the museum and to support the arts. And if you are a school or a teacher or an administrator and you want your kids to go on a field trip, they're open for field trips. All you have to do is get the kids there, and it is free, because we don't have the arts so much in school anymore. And I feel as if the next generation is going to lose out on something amazing because they're testing all the time.
It's true. And the bottom line is you got to keep the arts in play, because it's what everybody enjoys one way. Do you know that when you watch cartoons as a young kid, not with these guys because they're watching now, it's part of the art form?
Sure.
It's part of the art form.
Anime is art, anime.
If you pause every single frame, those are hand-drawn pieces. You have to. That's
all hand drawn. It's not even computer done.
Yes, nowadays everything's computer done. But if we want to look at Looney Tunes and back in the day stuff,
incredible is that?
Everything is hand drawn. So you have to appreciate every frame as an art form.
Do you remember? Oh, you were too young, but we used to go try to buy the cells that they had in Disney World.
They still have
every
those.
Frame. Do they?
They have them at Disney Springs, and that's one of the first places I go straight towards.
Do you have
looking
any?
at those. They're
expensive.
Doesn't your father have one?
I think he's got a Mickey cell.
His Mickey, I think so too. He has a whole Mickey Mouse Walt Disney room, your father.
But those cells, everything was hand-drawn to be an animator for Disney and the cartoons and Warner Brothers. Amazing.
And you appreciate the amount of work that it takes to do. You got to appreciate the amount of work that it does to do a production, to have it live, and to have it with no flaws. And then to do it live with no retakes. You know, that's the thing that people don't understand.
That we just did today?
We didn't do any retakes.
I know, that was all live.
That was all straight through, and it was cut nicely back and forth, and we came up with a nice gizmo to get it streamed.
What a crew, right?
And they responded.
How appreciative we are for our crew, because you and I can do what we do on the front end, but without the back end of a full crew here and a full crew with us, filming, getting audio, sending it back here to put the production together, incredible.
You can never do what we do unless they understand what they're doing. And they have to conceptually understand it. And there's phone calls and everything that's going on at the same. It's not easy. If you think it's easy, you're not in the right business. But they did an outstanding job. Outstanding, just like those frames.
Yeah, I want to say thank you to Andrew Garcia, who took the lead on the whole thing. Grace Burns and Zachary Gornitsky, who ran the production side of things, making board operations work and all that. But we'll get more footage out there later. I know you saw the interviews out there that were just like playing through interviews, but we'll get those out with extra B-roll footage on top of everything just to make it more spectacular, for you can see what the Cornell Art Museum has fully to offer.
Oh, he loves you.
And there he is.
Thank you.
Is the man, the myth, and the legend.
You guys are incredible. What a way to end a week, huh?
Nice stuff. It's been a good week.
And we've got a new show starting today at 3 o'clock, Being Tracy, right here in the studio with Tracy Bush-Pate. So if you're in the area, you want to come by and see her live performance of how she's being herself, come on into the studio or give us a call always at 888-994-4995.
Wear your seatbelt for this one.
Well, before we wrap this up, what are your football predictions for the weekend?
I'm going to go with Kansas City and the Lions.
Josh?
Baltimore versus Detroit.
Ravens?
Ravens versus Detroit. Lions.
I think Kansas City pulls it out. They
You do?
seem to always have that niche.
You know why?
Oh, who you going for?
Between Kansas City and the Ravens? Ravens.
Well, you were wrong last week.
Did I even pick one last week?
Yes, you picked Buffalo.
Okay. And then we see what happens. Wow, it's February 11th, I believe, the Super Bowl. I always thought it was the week before, but apparently we're in a leap year this year and things are all changed around.
No, they play the Pro Bowl, which is a flag football this time around.
Really?
Yep, they're not going to hit each other anymore because they hurt each other. And then the week after that, they play the game.
You got fun plans? Movie night, heading out to movies of Delray Saturday night maybe?
You know, I don't know what I'm doing after what I saw today. I may have to sneak in to see the Beatles on the beach or something.
It's not even a matter of sneaking in. You're going to hear everything on Atlantic Avenue. The restaurants have specials. The galleries have specials. There's sales. There's promotions. It is a great way to come be a tourist, even when you live here in Delray Beach this weekend.
I got a friend. I don't want to say the name, but I got a friend at the restaurant on the corner, the Spanish restaurant.
Do you?
May have to make a phone call.
Get a nice corner seat.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. Enjoy it. It's going to be
That
spectacular.
would be spectacular. Oh, my. Stop. You're making me water. I'm tearing and watering.
All right. You ready to wrap this up?
Yes, it's been a great week. Thank you for hanging in there this week. I know it hasn't been easy. I want to thank the crew for what they do.
Oh, my gosh.
Without
our
them, there
crew.
will be no us. And, of course, without you watching, there would be none of us. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
And for all of our content, our live streaming, our behind the scenes, our social media, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok. A whole lot of T's. It's like a tongue twister.
And you're on LinkedIn now. You know.
And LinkedIn as well, so you can find everything streaming everywhere. But check out some of our behind the scenes content. You'll see what our producers are up to. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other, enjoy the sunshine, and we'll see you Monday, 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Broken Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddy S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.